My name is John Dollison, and I have a project that I could use some help from the Garage Squad on. My story starts back in the 1980s. I got it in my head back then I wanted to buy an old car and fix it up, and something simple that it wasn't real complicated, that maybe my skill set could manage to figure it out. And, so as years went by, I talk about it, but I never really had a chance to do anything until about 3.5 years ago. I was renting this warehouse and realized I really didn't need all the space that I had, and a good half of it could be used to buy an old car and fix it up and fulfill that bucket list dream of mine. And at least that's what I told my wife, and she was nice enough to say, hey, yeah, why don't you go ahead and see if you can find something. And so the first thing I did was I called my dad up and I said, hey, if you were going to buy a car, something pre-1970, and fix it up, what would you buy? And he goes, oh, I always liked the 1955, 1956 Packard Clippers. And so I thought, well, I'll start looking at Packards. I didn't know a lot about them, but I knew they were kind of a classic car. And so I looked those up, and I thought, oh, that's a great looking car. I think that'd be fun to do. And so I started looking for Packard Clippers. I would generally do my searches for Packards in general, because there are a lot of them out there for sale. And every time a 1937 Packard would come up, I was drawn to it. I just liked the styling of 37s and the look. So as luck would have it, after a handful of months of looking, a 1937 Packard 115C came up for sale. And it was a convertible, had the running boards and dual side mounts on it, and a rumble seat. And I thought, oh, that's a neat looking car. So I copied the link and emailed it off to my dad and called him up and said, hey, there's a car I sent you the link for. If you wouldn't mind, go take a look at it and tell me what you think. And so he looked at it and called me right back and said, oh, that's a great looking car. So it kind of brings back memories for him. Back during World War II, he was the youngest of 6, and his 3 older brothers went off to war, and he got to be the custodian of their cars while they were gone. He didn't turn 18 and didn't join the effort until 1944, enlisted in the Navy on his 18th birthday. But up until then, he was the car guy. He got to take care of his older brother's cars, and one of them was a 1936 Packard business coupe. And it was a hardtop that looks really very similar to the 1937 115C. But he said, oh, it'd be a great car to fix up. So I made arrangements and was able to buy the car. And in the last 3.5 years, I've put a lot of work into it, but it's not done yet. And about 3 months ago, Dad's health kind of took a turn for the worse. He'd always been flawless in his health and never known him to be sick. And it just kind of got me thinking that, you know, my time might be running out to get this thing fixed and done so that he can take a ride in it. And he's 93, my mom's 85, and I think it'd be special if I could take them a ride in this car. It was all fixed up, and bring back those memories from when he was taking care of those cars for his brothers. So that's where you come in. If it'd be possible for you guys to help me out to finish this car off, I have all the parts for it. It's a great looking car. It's pretty solid, and so that's why I'm coming to you. See if you can help me out on this Garage Squad.